a big and a proud moment for Team Briota. But at the same time, it's an humbling feeling as well. There were 25,000 participants in this entire process, right? And out of that 25,000, getting into top 8 and then winning the final prize is a big achievement for the team. But at the same time, the entire process was made in such a way that we kept on learning at each step of the process. So I think the journey of this entire ZS prize and mentoring also prepared us to be the top winner. So we are really proud, but at the same time, we understand the responsibility that we have now as being recognized as the most disruptive health tech startup in India. What kind of value we can really bring it to masses. So that's a big responsibility, and we look forward to fulfilling.
It's more humbling, and it's more we are more motivated now and do better things with the support what GS is giving us. It's not only the monetary support, but otherwise also the mentoring. The people will be getting connected through you. It is a big support for a startup, and for us it is a big motivational support as well, where we can go ahead and achieve what we are looking forward for. It's a long thing because it went like from January we started, and now April, we had the finale. The most exciting thing, or the most differentiating thing I felt about the whole program is our mentors. And the mentoring session mentors as well. So we had a different set of mentors who used to talk to us one-to-one. And then we had mentoring sessions where we had eminent personalities from the health tech and healthcare backgrounds. Both had an extreme, zeal, or you can say interest to make us do things in a good way.
We work on chronic respiratory diseases. So post-COVID, everyone understands that lungs are probably the most important organ we have. And people know about asthma, but there are other chronic respiratory conditions like COPD. Then we have ILD. Then we also have now post-COVID or long COVID. And we also have post-TB lung infection. So these are 5-6 chronic lung conditions that we focus on. And the problem with these lung conditions is the screening and diagnosis is not very easy. You really need a very complex mechanism to do the accurate screening or the precise diagnosis. To do that, there are some instruments which generally are used. One of them is pyrometer, and there are other instruments like impulse oscillometer. But these tests are available only at a big hospital setup, or only with a lung specialist or a pulmonologist. And generally, these tests cost anywhere between 1,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees, right? But if you look at the population that we have in India, which is exposed to pollution, exposed to other climate change related issues, the issue of chronic respiratory condition is huge in India. So there are studies which say that there will be about 80 million patients who are going to be confirmed diagnosed with one of these conditions. That's like 8 crore. And then the data also says that there are equal number of people who are undiagnosed. So when the diagnosis itself happens at a late stage, most of the time you need to be admitted to the hospital and started with an oxygen therapy or with a treatment which can be only given at the hospital. So what's happening is the number of patients are very high, and diagnosis is not happening at the primary and secondary level. So patients go to tertiary care when it's a very serious stage of the disease, and tertiary care is getting, there is huge pressure on tertiary care. And especially when we have such pandemics like COVID, you know what happens to our tertiary care. Everything just gets blocked. So this is a problem. And the solution that we are trying to build is, we are trying to see why a patient needs to go to the tertiary care to get the screening and diagnosis done. Why it can't be done at the secondary care or at the primary. So with Team Briota and with the various organizations that we have been working, now we have built a technology which can do precise screening and accurate diagnosis of any of these 5 conditions at a primary level also. From GS perspective, like I said, the entire mentoring session was kind of a good learning for us, right? But while we are working with different organizations in government sector in India, uh, the other part of our solution, which is beyond screening and diagnosis, is actually doing prediction and management of the disease. So there is a lot of AI and data science that we are working. And we know that CS has all the muscle power as well as all the right expertise to build highly effective AI ML solutions. So while we have built the basic part of our AI ML solution, we believe that the ZS team will continue supporting us and we can build the next level of solution. That's one. Second, while we are an India entity, we have also established our European setup in Denmark. And now we have started working with pharma companies in Europe. And there also we believe that CS, because of their experience in partnership with pharma companies, they would be able to guide us.